Hello everyone. Hello and welcome. Hello Twitch chat. Hello YouTube chat, because we stream on YouTube now. And hello Khana. Hello Felo. Hello everyone. How are you all? Oh wait, damn, the sound thing. Okay, it's coming, it's coming. Yeah. It's okay. We usually have a few issues. All good. There. Should be good now. Can you start talking, Khana or Felo? Yay.
Hello, hello,
Hello, hello.
hello.
Now it works. All good. So yeah, again, hello. So let's give a few minutes for people to come around. I will introduce myself in the meantime. So hello everyone. For those who don't know me, I am Drestam. I am community manager on AION. I've been for 5 years now, or almost. So yeah, and I have with me two content creators, FeloGrafix and Khana. So if you want to introduce yourselves.
Hello guys, I'm Khana. I think most of you guys know me already. I'm mostly doing PvP content and sometimes some guide as well.
And thank you for joining. And so we also have Felo. Hello, Felo.
Hello, I'm Felo. You probably know me by now. And yeah, I also do content and around again.
We don't see Khana. Indeed, we don't, like, it's not mandatory to have a camera for our stream.
Oh, I'm sneaky, I'm sneaky.
He has his picture, so you can check the picture on Discord and social media if you want. So today we will be talking about the 3.7 patch notes. The update is coming next week. We confirmed it today, so all good. And yeah, we will show the patch notes. We will explain everything. We will only publish them at the end of the stream, so don't hesitate. If you have questions during the stream, like, to ask them. Mostly Khana and Felo, but yeah, we will be able to answer them. Or we should, at least. Before that,
most of the questions.
Yep, sorry.
I said most of the questions.
Yeah,
maybe some
and I know
things
you've been gathering some beforehand, so.
Yeah. I tried to gather the question of the people before on Discord. So if you still have some questions other than the most common questions that you saw everywhere on Discord, don't hesitate to DM me on Discord. The name is .khana, and then you can send me your question.
There you go. On the nice. There are RCCs. So if you have questions, don't hesitate. Now or later after the stream, like if you're watching the VOD or something, don't hesitate to ask them on Discord or anywhere. Before we jump into the patch notes, I wanted to talk about the recent changes we had in game. Because the last time we had a stream was on December, I think. So yeah, it was a few months ago. Since then, we had the class change event and the merge, mostly like the big ones. For the class change, it went pretty well. We knew there were some issues, some complaints regarding the fact that it was only 2 changes and that it might not have been very clear at first. At least we had to change the news a bit. So yeah, we know that, like, I've been getting a lot of questions, like, will there be another one? When will there be another one? So, well, I can't answer for now. Maybe there will be more. For now, it's not planned, at least. So at least you are warned. But yeah, you never know. It can happen. So yeah, I hope you liked, actually, having the class change. You've been asking for it for a very long time, few months. Easily, like, even maybe not few years, but at least one. So yeah, that's it for the class change. And second point was the merge. Well, there was not much to tell. I think the maintenance was very nice. Like, it went very smoothly, so all good on our side. We planned on ending around 4 p.m. and we did, so actually perfect. When new patch for retail, not planned for now, and it's mostly for classic. We'll stay focused on classic for tonight. And yeah, do you have anything to add regarding the merge or class change, or any topic that is not 3.7 related?
Not on my side.
Okay. Well, then I guess we can jump into the patch notes. Oh, before that, actually, I do have some gifts, like as usual. We always have a few codes for you. I will give one to you right now. And I will let you know at the end of the stream, we will have a little quiz. And you can get a few more gifts then. So make sure you listen and you remember everything. You won't have the patch notes before your eyes before then. So make sure you remember. But first, the very first code, which is not showing right now. Ta-da! On the other side. I need to get used to the inverted side. So yeah, 3.7 is such a hype because I am very hyped by 3.7. We haven't had an update in a few months now, so I love updates. Well, when they go right, sometimes it just breaks everything. I will add it in the chat also. No, see Squall. I pasted them. And even on YouTube. As for the question, so yeah, we also have a question regarding those who have less time. Well, sadly, there's nothing I can tell you right now. Even like just maybe organize your gameplay a bit more, and you should be able to progress a bit faster there. So this code, let me get you the list. This is for Yazba's Grace and Greater Sprinting Scrolls. So yeah, we start slowly, but hey, we have the scrolls to run faster, so all good. And yeah, so this time I guess we can jump into the patch notes. So yeah, I'm sure everyone knows how to write these. I don't even know what this is. Okay, and let's jump into it. There we go. The AION Classic 3.7 Wrath patch note. It's always very nice. I love the first page, like the big picture. And so yeah, it's pretty long. We won't go over every detail as usual. Like if it's not very important, we will just skip to the next part. So, but yeah, let's start with the beginning, the new dungeons. So, who wants to start with the dungeons?
Maybe FeloGrafix, you can do the dungeons. I don't know if you know them a little bit.
Yeah, more or less, little bit. Yeah, I don't really play on NA, so that's why. Yeah, so first of all, we're getting the first dungeon that is coming in with the name Burning Blood Fortress. That is actually a really fun dungeon, I guess. It is for 2 to 6 players, as you can see in the bottom. Level 56 plus 5 times per week, and reset is as usual at 9 a.m. The entrance is in Lapsaran, and the dungeon has a time limit, and it's based on ranks, as far as I remember. Inside, you definitely need at least 2 people because you need to split up. Obviously, if you have more, then the group is going to be splitting up, and yeah, if you want to go a little bit further down, that gives more facts about the dungeon. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about how to do it because that is something that most of you will figure out anyways or know better than me anyways. But
And
we
there
can
will be
quickly
mostly
see.
videos from CCs covering it. I
Yes,
think we
and
published a guide already, if you want to check it on
yeah, there
forums
was
and
a
everywhere.
guide. Yeah, there was a guide, and also here you can see the ranks as well. So for an S rank, you need to complete it within 7 minutes, and then so on, depending on the ranks. I'm assuming it's gonna be the loot as well.
Yeah.
So that is the first
So
one. Yeah, go on.
about the loot, if you're aiming for the eternal weapon, they drop from every rank, so you can get them at every rank. But of course, the better your rank, the better the chance to get an eternal weapon. It goes down pretty fast. So if you do like C or D rank, the chances are gonna be very, very low that you get an eternal weapon. So yeah, and the extend the drop starting from C rank, but the extends are extremely rare, no matter your rank. Even with S rank, you won't see that many extends.
Okay, thank you for the details. So yeah, they know the game more than me, obviously. They will provide you with few more details whenever they have some. So
Yeah, one more information that it might be useful to know. As he mentioned, the extends are also for level 58, and they're gold weapons. So you, if you have eternal weapon, just be aware that's not the extend, because the extends are gold.
good tip. Would be a waste. Okay, so that is for the first dungeon, so the Burning Block Fortress. So yeah, it's been a while. I think even it's the first time on Classic that we have a time limit dungeon. Or at least it's been a while. So
if you like, even Tempus already is time limit. Well, it's not really hard, but oh no, it's not actually time limit. It's point limit on this one. It used to be time limit in a different patch, I think. I don't know. Don't remember. I don't really run that instance.
I like them. It usually adds a bit of try hard in the beginning. And then you have a second dungeon, which is the Dokkaebi realm.
Yeah, that one is a little bit more, I don't want to say complicated, but it's time consuming. Again, it's the entrance is in Lapsaran. It has you can do this dungeon with 4 to 6 players. Entry level this time is also 56. You can do that 5 times a week, and reset as usual is at 9 a.m. The difference with this one is this one you can compare a little bit to Bash, I guess. That would be the best comparison. It's a dungeon with a lot of bosses, and most of them, I think you have to kill certain mobs to make them appear. So this is something definitely, I think roughly it takes like an hour to complete. So it's a dungeon that is a bit more time consuming. The drop rates on the other servers, as far as I know, were really, really bad. I hope that we have like better rates with that, because the gear that drops, first of all, the skin is really nice, and secondly, it is quite nice gear. And as far as I remember, all of the bosses will drop something, so it's definitely something that you should be doing. There got to be more stuff about the loot later on in the patch notes, so that's why I'm not going to go into details for both of them as much right now. So
there is something that we managed to have only for us.
Yeah, that's why I'm not spoilering it.
I will just explain a little bit on what you said earlier about the low drop rate. I can confirm that it seems quite low, at least from what I tested, because I tested the instance only once, but I did not see a single gold or eternal item in one run, killing all bosses, including the last boss in hard mode. So yeah, don't expect that much loot. You're probably gonna have to run the instance many times to get a full set.
But hey, it's 5 times a week, so it's fine. If you have 7 characters, you can do it 35 times.
Yeah, maybe if we are nice to Dress, maybe he can get a double loot for us. Let's see.
No, I'm incorruptible. But maybe with some server challenges, we can have some loots later on. So stay tuned for news. You never know. And yeah, so this one, there is a normal and a hard difficulty also.
Only on the last boss.
Okay, on
the last boss is hard, yeah.
Okay.
The rest is okay-ish.
And is it something you have to trigger, or is it like always?
Yeah, basically you get the hard mode if you kill. I mean, you can choose to go into hard mode or normal mode if you kill at least 3 optional bosses.
Oh, okay.
You have the
Okay, so
option. Even
pretty
if
easy
you
to
kill all
trigger.
optional bosses, you can still choose normal mode.
Okay.
And as I said with the last patch, anything that is coming, the mobs will be hitting really hard. So going in with low gear will be noticeable.
So yeah, so that nothing else to add for the KB realm. All good.
Oh yeah, one thing. This
Oh,
instance
yes.
can also drop with a low chance the new extent 58.
Oh,
Same as the previous
so
instance.
both dungeons can
Yeah.
loot the new. Okay. Then, so yeah, some dungeons were removed. We've been running events for these mostly, so that you already know. So the Red Throne Telos will be gone. Brush Modding Temple will be gone. Uda's Temple and Other Lua's Temple will also be gone. With the
Yeah,
quests, of
about
course.
Also,
that,
don't
I like
mistake.
to
It's
yeah.
Red Throne Telos, which is Tiamat, not Sunken Telos. Sunken Telos is still there.
Only
Okay.
Tiamat is gone.
What I like to say is obviously there are important items that you need from Red Throne, and some of you might even want to have the best stuff. Again, the loot stuff will come. We will talk about it later in the patch notes. So for now, just keep that in mind that even though the dungeons are gone, nothing is lost.
So yeah, a few changes about the actual dungeons. So the Wall of Lament, I don't know, 4 times per week. The boss reappears after 30 seconds. So yeah, a few changes. We reduce the difficulty of Phaistos Disc. So yeah, I think it's... is it half HP or am I mistaking it with the event?
I don't know if it's half HP. I did not enter
Okay,
the
it's at least
instance, to be honest.
reduced, so yeah, the dungeon is easier. The medal, so yeah, Sunken Telos, you can no longer get any Azure Gold, Gold, or Silver medals.
1 second.
yeah.
But you can get...
One important thing: damage from the smart electric missile has been changed.
Yes.
So it's been fixed and nerfed. Now you can continue.
So yeah, much easier
About
to complete.
point number 6, the Sunken Telos, they remove all these medals, the Azure Gold, Gold and Silver, because they are discontinued. You won't be using them for anything in 3.7. That's why they removed it.
So yeah, they have everything. Were some changes to Padmarashka's Cave, Tempus, Fire Temple, and pretty much any instance. Are there big changes for the dungeons we changed, or is it just... doesn't matter a lot?
I think, there is some new starter gear in that you can get in Tempus and Padmarashka, since they are pretty easy instances, not that now that we are level 60. But aside from that, not much. I mean, that's gonna replace most of the starter gear from Udas that people used to get.
Yeah, remove the instance, but not the... like, not what you get inside. That would be a shame. And so yeah, I think that's pretty much it regarding dungeons. Yes?
One thing is important. We need to go to number 8. So Tempest is getting a change, which some people might like. If you go to number 8, the third change, which is a supply Fable Drakan Elite Armor Selection Box, level 57. So anytime you complete the dungeon in S rank, you will now get a golden level 57 gear part. It's 4 slot, but the stats are really good. It's just little bit worse than Bash, but you get like 38 attack with the chain set, for example. So technically, it kind of wigs it out again. The reason why I'm mentioning it is for all your alts. This is a good way to and solution to kind of upgrade the gear if you don't have good gear with your alts.
Every time, good tips. I'm seeing the questions a few times. Yes, we will publish the patch notes at the end of the stream on forums and Discord, as usual. So yeah. But they will only be available then.
I just saw
Okay.
a question about summoner finally get fire spirit, earth spirit, and everything. No, the spirit, the level up of the spirit skills will be in 4.0, not 3.7.
I'm being asked if the mithril medals from the Tartarus chest, like we said, adjusted, but is it more or less? Do you know that?
Yes, I know. Basically, it's on the second boss. The second boss used to give 2 chests that give 1 mithril medal each. Now it's not gonna give that. It's gonna give only 5 fragments. So you get half of those. But the weekly quest of Tartarus now give mithril medal as well. So if you do 1 run per week, you're gonna have more or less the same amount or even a little bit more medal. But if you do reset, you're gonna have a bit less.
Yes. So 13 is nice, but most of us are high level, so that doesn't concern us. But 14 is really important. Triron, Lanok, and Bakama level up with 51, and the next part 15 is even better because it says that regardless the drop level difference, high level characters can still drop the items. So that basically means you can still get your level 50 extend if you want to do that, and that is actually not that bad, because if you are struggling dropping it in the new dungeons, you could technically go with this one and use a fusion, a higher level. That we're gonna get to that later on in the patch notes. But for now, you can still get your extend weapons.
Yeah, it's
That is
better
the
than
important
nothing,
news.
basically. It's better than not
Exactly.
having any extend.
Yeah. So that is a good change as well.
Nice. Okay. I
Yes.
think we're good for the PvE.
And of
Khana,
course,
do
the
you want to
most
take care of
important
the... Oh,
information.
sorry.
The most important information is number 16, of course.
Of course, because Haramel is the most important dungeon in the game.
Okay, so I will take over for the battlefield
Yeah,
instances.
Khana, if you want to.
So Tiak and Dranium, everyone's favorite. You can now apply as a group of 3. It's still with 6 people, so you will still be matched with 3 other people. But I guess that's better than solo. It's not perfect. It's not probably not what most of you were expecting. It's not what I was expecting as well. But this is better than nothing, and at least now you will have a little bit less RNG in the choice of your mates.
Yeah, we know people have been asking a lot to have like group tags in Tiark, and we'll see later for another one.
And also
So
Vascaron always appear now.
I think it is... Oh, no, it's not mentioned. Okay.
It's a bit lower, but yeah.
And so no, when they say faction can be mixed together, I think it's about the... Like you can fight Helios versus Alios. But I don't think you can have Helios and Asmos in the same group, right?
No, they can't be
Yeah.
mixed in the same group.
So it's just, when we say mixed, it's just that Helios can fight Helios and Asmos can fight Asmos. That's only the only mix we do. So yeah, it's still... We still have some lore left there. And so yeah. So I think that was it for Tiark, and
Yeah, Duranium is more or less the same as I said.
Yeah.
Bit below, the Vascaron now is guaranteed to spawn, so that's way better. You don't wait for nothing. And also some of the bosses have less HP now, especially Alashane and Lunatic Alashane. And the commander in Dranium will now recover HP if it goes out of fight. So if people die, like you wipe the opponent team when they were DPSing your boss will recover HP. It's not gonna stay low HP all the time.
And is it like a hard reset, like full life, or is it just a low regen?
I think it's resetting to full life.
Okay.
Maybe with a bit of time. I didn't exactly test, but it's resetting basically. Also, yeah, one thing is that now the Dranium is not every day. It's either you get Dranium or you get Tiak, depending on the days. So if you look at the patch notes, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday you'll get Dranium, and the other 4 days you'll get Tiak.
And always between
So
7
it's
and
one
10
or the
p.m.
other. Yeah, it's one or the other.
I will share later, like I have some stuff from content creators. Inoki sent me a calendar, like a weekly calendar to everything that happens, like every time stuff. So I will share it,
Yeah.
and you can find it
They
also.
they also moved a bit the entry times for the instance. So the Dranium and Tiak now, instead of starting at 8 p.m., they start at 7 p.m. And the Dread now close at 7 p.m. So the Dread now is between 5 and 7 instead of between 6 and 8.
Just wanted to show a bit. Yep, this is what I meant. So yeah, I will share it later on Discord also. So you have a little calendar with everything that will happen.
Oh yeah, that's really helpful. Thank you, Inoki.
Yeah, this one is amazing. Yep, let's go back to the patch notes. So yeah, the few changes we mentioned. So yeah, Voskaron is guaranteed to appear. The change engine, we changed the times. So yeah, just a little change.
Yeah, it's what I said. It's 1 hour early, basically, on the middle timer. I think some people won't like that change, honestly. I personally don't like it because most of the time the people in my group are not ready before 7. But yeah, that's personal.
Maybe because between 6 and 8, I guess many people eat at this time, so we had many complaints about that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, as usual, don't hesitate to give us some feedback on Discord, on forums. We read everything. We may not react to everything, but I read, like I and other CMs, read absolutely every message you put on Discord. Really don't hesitate to give us feedback, like if you think something should be different or whatever. Or if you like, actually, if you have good feedback, we also take it. It's very nice to read. So yeah, don't hesitate.
You already spoiled the next topic, Dressam, on the patch note.
Yep.
So yeah, the arenas. The arenas. Chaos is back, but glory is gone. Okay,
You
so
can't
now we
have
will have
everything.
discipline. We will have discipline arena every day, and we won't have to buy tickets anymore. So that's really good. That means you don't need to pay every day and waste your inventory slots to have those tickets. You can
And
just apply.
it
You
will
have 2
avoid
and 3
many
every day.
issues we had with tickets,
Yeah.
actually.
You will have 2 and 3 every day, and you can apply whenever you want. The rewards have been changed. Now you won't get AP and insignia anymore from the arena. You will get AP relics from the arena. So that's a bit more AP gain, actually, like significantly more AP gain, if we can say that.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with Paul. Adding Mithril will be nice to that. Let's see.
Yeah, well, maybe later on. Who knows?
Maybe we can request that.
But the chaos and co-op arena are not every day. It's only 4 days a week. And now all arenas, they are open only from 6 p.m. till midnight. So the timer have been tightened a bit, so people don't wait that long in queue anymore.
Yeah, make sure you get them. We changed the rank also, like the name of the rank.
No, the name is the same, just the amount of position. Like you had more people in the gold rank and more people in the silver and bronze rank. But then the name is more or less the same. They added a new badge, I think, for Arena of Cooperation, since it was taking the same one as Chaos. They re-established Chaos, so they added a new badge. They created a new one for Cooperation.
Okay, I think that's everything about arenas. There will be a bit more, like at the end, we managed to have some exclusive also for arenas, but we'll get back to that later.
Also about arenas, if you have insignias and if you want to buy supplements, you need to buy them now because you won't be able to buy them in 3.7. The seller will not sell supplements anymore.
Yeah. Listen to Khana. Any plans for new server? No, not plan at all. We didn't merge just to create a new server. Okay, so with arenas, we also get now ranking seasons. Well, we already have them, but yeah, some changes.
Yeah, so this is the AP ranking, the X AP ranking, because now it's not based on Abyss points anymore. Now, whenever you kill someone in open world, you will get rank points, and those rank points, they count toward your rank, and only those count toward your rank. That means you can have 10 billion AP and still be soldier rank 9 if you killed no one in open world.
I love this change. Because you had to spend AP for your stuff, but that means you would lose some ranks. Yeah. That didn't feel right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not such a bad system. They reworked a few things, like there is less position in the star officers now. I think they can be only 300 star 1 officer, 200 star 2, 100 star 3, and it goes down, and it can be like only 30 people with X form, basically in each faction.
Yeah. This change is actually really, really nice. As you mentioned, all your AP that you do in PvE will be separated from all your AP you do in the other one um, mm, during the fight. It also explains quite well that if you don't have AP, you kill some, you get killed. How much the system gives, so it's like a minimum set amount, and if you have what the minimum amount is and so on, so just go through it and you'll know the information. There is one thing to say, which is that the Guardian General, which is the axe form as we call it, is also now available in Lapsaran and Belusland. So the axe form is kind of back for most of us, since it was only in Gelk and Ingison for
Yeah, but
the current
it's
patch.
massively nerfed.
That
Massively
was
nerfed.
the that was the next line I was about to say, but it's highly, highly, highly nerfed. So that's why don't worry too much. It's still nice to have, but it's not as strong as it used to be.
Yeah, you can kill an Abyss X form in 1v1 easily if you know how to do it. You can stun lock them, you can land everything on them now. So they don't have immune to every control in the game. And they have very low HP. It's like most of the time between 7 and 15k HP extra. So it's not that
Yeah.
much.
And about the ranking, because that topic came to me many, many, many times, that people compare the new ranking system to Korea and NA. Again, I don't personally play NA. I can just, say what people tell me. So, but I can tell you with Korea. So Korea and NA is full of bots in on both those maps, but EU is not. We do not have bots on Lapsaran. So there is no way that people will just, use bots to rank up fast and just keep the ranks. So keep that in mind. So the solution that we are getting currently for EU is actually an improvement, and it should help to keep the players active. And I really like the fact that it has a 5-minute timer. After every 5 minutes, the list gets updated. And if you are gone for, I think it was 4 weeks, Khana, maybe correct me if I'm wrong. After 4 weeks, if
Yeah, 4
somebody is
weeks. Yeah, exactly.
not online, then he will be removed from the ranking list. So now let's say, like, technically, you can most likely assume if you see somebody with a high rank who is running at you, he has earned the rank.
But
It's not going to be
if I'm not
somebody.
wrong,
You can run
the
away
Abyss
safely.
ranks will be reset periodically. So I think even if someone is active, they will eventually get back to low rank. No,
Yeah,
isn't
there
there
should
some
be a
kind of
season system,
seasonal
but I
reset
don't
or
know if
something
we
like
are
this?
getting it yet. I don't know if we are fully
No
getting
idea.
it yet. But there should be a season system which makes it, like redo again. But yeah, if you're active, if you're just doing a lot of PvP, there is a good chance that you can have a good rank in a good time. But if you want to be at the top, let's say 10, then you need to have the skills and you need to be doing a lot of PvP, as you lose a lot if you die.
Okay. I think we have everything. So yeah, you have more details about the minimum points. So yeah, change like names are changed, PvP IP are now rank points, and at
Yeah,
this
the
point,
minimum
total
points,
added
it's
points.
gonna be very, very easy to have the first high ranks because it doesn't require much AP.
So just to give you an understanding, currently on Atreya, Elia side, I think Stylomod is governor with the highest points. He has 25 million, if I'm correct, with AP. And if we look at the new system, during this time in Korea, on one of the most active servers, the governor had 1,600, 1,500, like in that range. So that's going to be kind of the balance that we are looking at. And if you were active player, you could do like 100, 200 a day, or even more, depending on how good you are. So it's technically really easy doable that you can kind of beat somebody who has that governor already in like a week or something.
Okay. I think we have everything regarding the ranking.
Yep.
And then we have some world change, so the open map, as we say.
No, that's what we said about the X forms. You can now use them
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Lafsaran and Affetabulus.
Yeah. You can scroll down to the Lapsaran changes a little bit one more.
Then we have so left surround changes, so the latest map, and the map you have actually you still have the new dungeons. There was one that made me jiggle a bit. It was the Kisk in Lotus Zones. We know what happened there, but
Yeah, what a surprise!
well, it's nice that we managed to have something for it. But yeah, a bit late maybe.
So as you can see, Kisks can no longer be used in lawless zones. Kisk can no longer be installed near the occupied Tiamat Legion Fortress. Some monsters in occupied Tiamat Legion Fortress have been deleted and their respawn time has been changed. Barling materials by dropped by some monsters in Lapsaran as loot has been deleted. The thing is, again, about the loot reason, there's going to be a bit more changes as well, so don't worry about that too much. But mostly, as you can see, things just have been shifted around. Like the EOS and the Minox, the ships have no new locations, so the teleportations, everything have also
Yeah.
most new locations.
So on that point, I will precise a little bit. So the position of the ship from Ilios and Asmodean side got reversed. So Asmodean side is now on the left side, Ilios side on the right side, and the teleports have been reversed as well. So the Ilios get the old Asmodean north and south teleport, and the Asmo get the old Ilios north and south teleport. The lawless zone have been completely reworked. Now there is only the south lawless zone, the one at the complete south of the map, that is active all the time. All the other lawless zone, they will only be active when there is a chest that appear, and the chest will be announced with the exact position on the map. It's not gonna be just a message and you have to find in every lawless zone which one it is. Now it's gonna be said exactly which one it is, and it's gonna show on the map, and it's gonna be lawless zone only until that chest is taken.
So it'll be like mini events, mini
Exactly.
King of the Hill.
Yeah. It will be visible on the map, as you just said, so it's now everybody can try their luck.
I will need to fly around on my GM character to check things. I'm sure it's really fun. So we
saw a
changed.
question in the chat: why change side EOS and Minox? I think it's for fairness, because the Ilios side had way easier access to the bosses, and basically now it will be Asmodean time.
And I think it's also like even just for like to change things a bit, so that
Yeah, it feels different. Basically, it feels different when you play it.
same but different.
Well, the map was reworked quite a lot, actually. They
Yeah,
moved some garrisons. So as you can see here, they
now
moved
that I
some
think about
garrisons
it,
around. They moved which garrisons are the weekly, which one are the dailies. Now the weeklies are the two on top. So the garrison number 1 and 2, if I'm not wrong. The two
Yeah.
on top, basically. And the other are all dailies. The mob that had really long respawn time for the weekly quest of the garrison now has way shorter respawn time, so you don't have to wait 20 minutes to do the quest anymore. And they added new path, new wind stream, new caves in the map, so you can move around completely differently than before, because it was completely reworked. And one last thing that they did with that patch is that they removed most of the invisible walls that stopped you from climbing. So now you can climb mountain more easily.
Ooh.
Yeah. And maybe going again over the 17, the 16 and 17. The 1 and 2 garrison are now the weekly, and the 3 till 9 garrison are daily now. Again, about the loot for those ones, we'll go into that later. And the 1, 2, 7, and 9 has been repositioned.
Yeah, so the treasure hunt, as it was mentioned, the chest for the lowest zones, with the mentions from the lowest zones. Yeah. The altars. What are the altars?
Yeah. The altars, basically, it's also why they removed the invisible walls, is that now NCSoft is encouraging people into climbing mountains, because those altars, they are hidden in the mountains, and you have to climb to reach them with the corresponding dragon weapon. So fire dragon, water dragon, dark dragon, and the other that we don't have as well, wise dragon and thunder dragon, we don't have yet. You reach the altar on the mountain with that weapon, and you get a fragment. Once you get the fragment from each altar, you can get the combined dragon weapon, which is called Sunburn, I think.
Yeah, the
Sunburn
sun
dragon weapon.
weapon. Yeah.
And this has basically the glow of all 5 dragon weapon rotating.
Yeah. It's only
Quick glide will be necessary, I think, to climb on most of these altars. But at the same time, if you have all the dragon weapons, honestly, I think you can afford to buy the quick glide. Let's be honest here.
What would you mean by that?
Yeah, it's mostly for collectors and people who have skins. So if you have all those weapons, you need to go to the element that the weapon is for, and then use the weapon as he explained. And in the end, if you have all crystals, you go to the NPC, which is based on your ship, on your fly ship. It should be a Shogu. You can give him all fragments, and you can trade it basically in for the new skin, which is the sun.
Then, do you
Sun.
know, like, can you keep the old appearances in addition to the new one, or do you only get the
Oh no,
fusion
you
one?
are not
No,
giving. You're not giving
you-
the weapon.
yeah.
You just
Oh, okay.
need it to wear, and then you get the crystal.
Okay. Yeah, I was a bit afraid that you had to choose, but yeah.
No, you're not sacrificing anything. But
No, you're not giving it away.
those sunburn weapon you can only choose once. So
Yeah.
you can, even if you visit all the altars again, you cannot get the second one.
Okay.
No, the new dungeons are not impossible for casual players. If you know your class, if you are a little bit geared, you should be fine to understand what to do.
Yeah, as usual, like, for example, the Docker RAM, who is a bit harder, you have a normal mode and a hard mode, so normal mode should be accessible, and if you want more challenge, then you can go to the hard one when you feel ready. S rank is impossible. I'm pretty sure we'll have some S ranks first week.
More
I thought that.
We're just from Europe. We're just better.
After the Belusland, if you die in the fortress etheric field, you will no longer be revived in the same place. That is a good thing, so cannot be misused anymore.
Now Battle Royale changes. So yeah, Ingison and Gelkmaros is basically now a leveling only map. So there is no Omega and Ragnarok. There is no agent anymore. And yeah, there is only the siege basically that is endgame in this map, but there is basically nothing else. So yeah, if you didn't get the agent belt so far, you won't be able to get it anymore. I'm sorry, it's too late.
Get it now. Try.
You have one last chance on Friday.
And so yeah, RVR, there will be many changes regarding this. So yeah, I was mentioned the agent battle is now removed.
The Zantra and Nuzantra raid in Gelkmaros and Ingison are still there, but they're now on Monday. And the Argdiad in Lafsaran works completely differently now because there is two Argdiad. I mean, there is Argdiad and Arc Aetoda or whatever it's called. Argdiad give the page for the Chanter and Brawler, and Arc Aedota give the page for Sorcerer and Spirit Master skill books. There is no book for the other classes yet. I don't think there is yet in Korea. So yeah, for now it's only those 4 classes, and the skill to get the skill for Spirit Master and Sorcerer is just as hard as for Chanter and Brawler. So basically, you can just consider it impossible to get.
We'll say very hard. Let's not discourage people.
Yeah.
I'm just stating facts.
And so yeah, now these 2 buses will alternate every week. So you'll have the Argdiad every 2 weeks instead of every month. And the Arc
Basically, every week there will be a boss.
Yeah.
Every week there will be a boss. No.
So yeah, more stuff for Friday nights. A few fixes. Don't think there are any big ones.
No, I don't think there are any significant things here.
Pets. You can now use your pets in flight.
Well, technically, the number 5, some people will like, which is the female characters. If they're really tiny, the martial art was idol was fixed now. It doesn't look too scuffed anymore. And pets, that one is also nice, that you can now summon pet during flying and change options during flying.
That's part of a bigger change where now you can do everything in flight. Basically, you can use every single skill in flight. You can you're not limited on so many things when you're flying anymore.
Yeah, because that was a bit boring. Like you were flying and you just had to wait. Now you can do stuff and forget that you're flying and get killed when you reach
and fall down
destination. And that better. NPCs, so yeah, of course, new update, new gear, so many changes to.
Well, this is mostly about the old gear and old NPCs. What they did here is that basically they removed from all the Abyss merchant all the 55 gold, 50 gold, 40 gold, 30 gold gear. You cannot buy any of those anymore from the Abyss Point merchant. Now all of this you can buy with Protectorate coins that you can already get right now, but you cannot buy this item with Protectorate coin now. But you will be able to, instead of using medals and AP, or just medals. I think those items were just medals. So every medal, every medal other than Mithril and Platinum are discontinued.
So spend them now, before it's too late.
I think they can convert them into Protectorate coin in the next patch.
You can, yeah.
It's wasted.
Then don't do it.
Wait, what was the question? Can you tell me if the pages are boss loot or in the reward chest?
They are boss loot. There is one page guaranteed in the boss loot, and in the bundle, no matter if it's winner or loser bundle, you have 0.01% chance to get a page.
Yes.
And you need 10
basically
pages.
100%.
Yeah, just 100%. You just gotta believe.
Since you just mentioned drop rate, I think it's also gonna come now. If you have a chest or item, anything, you can click on it and you can see the rate.
Yeah, you can see the content and the rates. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that is also nice. We are currently at page Abyss Tribune's equipment. Yeah, okay. So we have done that.
Those pages you can trade them through the Khana broker. Sorry, I was answering the question.
Nah, don't worry, it's all good. So the thing is that basically overall, just to sum it up, the 2 pages, they have just cleaned up the NPCs a little bit because the Abyss Room NPCs were getting a little bit too many. So they have just cleaned it up. And old stuff, you need to go to the older maps, and the new stuff is just available. That it would kind of sum it up. we can continue. So the protector coins are now really important. We were gonna get to that in a few seconds a bit deeper, but there's like a protector group, whatever you can join, where you can do quests every day. I think they have weeklies as well, I remember correctly. But the coins are really where you can use to equip if you need old
Yeah,
stuff.
you can buy a decent amount of PvE gear and old PvP gear,
Yeah.
and also some titles with that.
Yeah.
Permanent titles.
But you get loads and loads of coins of them, so it's no point of emptying out the broker right now.
Okay. I think that's all
Yes.
about the NPC changes.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
monster changes.
Nothing significant here.
Nothing
just
really here.
okay.
For the Legion, there is this new crafting, Legion crafting, where you can craft tradable L120 stones. But
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
the coins to craft them, they are gonna be available in events most of the time, and I think there will be one in the first Deva Pass. I don't know if it will be in the following Deva Passes, but there will be one in the first Deva Pass, and you need 10 to craft. But you can get together with a few Legion friends, and they deposit the coin in the Legion crafting, and you can make a 120 like this.
Don't worry, I'm already screaming about this that we need more coins, and I'm already giving feedback
Pushing for it. Yeah.
that this is something that we should push to have like a good amount throughout the events that are coming to make, because some events are nice, some events are okay, but I feel like the rewards are mostly not representing the events. So
Yeah,
this would
that's
be an
something we often
opportunity.
hear. Yeah, totally.
Exactly. So this would be a good opportunity to help the community in the best way to provide a good amount of those coins every single time in events.
Yeah, and about the chat, no, it cannot fail the craft. It's a Legion craft, so it always succeeds. And it's like this previous event we had a few weeks ago, where you had to deposit the item in the crafting system of the Legion, and you start the craft, and the item will appear in the Legion warehouse.
Shoot, I think you misunderstood. It's not every time in a Deva Pass. It's just currently in the first one. But technically, those tokens or whatever you want to call them, coins, they're going to be hopefully in different events at different amounts. That was what we said. So it's not
Yeah, I
10
don't know
ones.
if it will be one in each Deva Pass. I have no idea about that.
And I won't spoil. So weekly missions have changed, of course, new update, so that's not a surprise.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yes, good.
And then we have quests now, so quests for the new dungeons, obviously, the usual ones.
Yeah, the
Usual
quest I expect
suspects.
dungeon.
Then we have the Tartarus quest we mentioned earlier.
That give you now Mithril medal, exactly. So you get still a little bit more Mithril medal if you do only one run per week. So that's still something good to take. And they changed a little bit the quest in the Dredgen. I think you don't have the quest of the bomb anymore, because many people were forgetting to activate that one most of the time. You don't have that now, and the reward of both quests, so all the AP is combined into the pick up the supply quest in the Dredgen.
And I
So
like
you don't
point
lose
8
anything. It's
also.
just now easier.
And the fact that you receive the quest automatically when entering the Chantra or Dranium.
I didn't notice that, but you can still take them at the NPC. So I don't know if
yeah, but
if
since
there was
I
anything.
usually forget about these, it's nice.
Yeah, you can share them if your friends took them.
I don't have friends.
It was not that bad.
So I changed the
kind
AP
of
rewards.
we kind of skipped on something, which was the quest has been added where you can exchange the Aeon Temple Guard armor and bamboo pieces for an Aeon Temple Guard coat. For collectors again, that would be something interesting.
And this is for a skin. Basically, the Aeon Temple Guard coat is for a skin, but it's a skin that has a use in the Dokebi Realm instance because it makes one of the steps easier if you have it. It
So
makes
it's
one of the
definitely
step
something to
guaranteed,
do.
basically. But this
And the
is
skin
hard to
also
use.
looks amazing.
Yeah, but it's really hard to get it.
Then we
So,
have a few more.
so for the weekly Tartaros quest, Mithril was added, fragments and Mithril medals. For daily random battle quest have been changed. You can now obtain Tiak testing lab quest. You receive, and okay, we're done with these ones. Let's
Okay,
go
one
further
thing
down.
about point number 15. If you have all level 30, 40, and 50 gear, you need to trade them now because in the next patch, the quest won't give you AP anymore. It will only give you the skin. If you have old gear that you don't use.
Yeah, that's like 30 to 60k, I think it was.
Yeah, something like this. It's not
Maybe,
much,
maybe,
but
maybe a little
that's
more.
something.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have any important points for quests? So yeah, now instead of ebony gold medals, you will get platinum medals. In
Yeah,
Nafsara.
if you still have ebony gold, you can convert them into platinum, no problem.
And platinum medals are also tradable now, by the
Yeah.
way.
Oh
It's
yeah,
true.
right.
I forgot to say that.
But I think we didn't have the items section yet, so
No, we don't. So that's why it's gonna come again.
I changed the number of mutual medals and fragments. Yeah.
I'm not too sure if we missed the quest. So the kill quest, because it was mentioned earlier as well. So the Abyss kill quest that we could start at level 25, I think it was back in the days. That got removed from Abyss. That is now available in Pandemonium or Sanctum, and the number of kills has been reduced. So I think now you don't need 10 anymore. You need 3 per level. I don't know because it didn't say in the patch notes if the quest will be resetted for everybody. That might be something, Dress, if you can maybe have that
I think
happening, that
it
would be
will be
nice.
resetted only starting from Star Officer quest. Like the rank 9 and everything will not be resetted, I think.
That might be the case. Yeah, that might be the case. But it would be nice to have the opportunity to get another Godstone, right?
I will try to
Yeah, of
ask,
course.
but yeah, right now I don't
Yes.
have any idea. Maybe if someone from the team is hearing the question and knows the answer, don't hesitate to tell me.
Yeah, having that reset would be really helpful for every single one of us. Okay, let's see.
Added
what
and
else.
adjusted the general officer and soldier quest. Okay, okay. Actually, the answer is in the patch notes. If you receive this quest before the update, they will be reset after the update.
Then
So
here you
yes,
Oh, okay, perfect.
they will be reset.
go. I
Good
think
catch, Dark
the
Angel.
next interesting point is the point 44, where now you can do a quest line that will give you a quick glide skill book. So if you cannot complete Faistos disc or don't want to complete Faistos disc or don't want to buy it, you can now get it for free from a quest line. So yeah, no reason now to not reach those altars.
Look at them. Get all Jargon weapons and get the ultimate one, the Sunbird one. Okay, so
Point number 46 needs to be explained a bit more. They added the meta stigma quest, so I will first maybe explain what is meta stigma. The meta stigma is the first greater stigma of each branch. So there is 3 per branch. That's the stigma that have basic stigma as prerequisite. So it's not the like basically in every branch you have 5 greater stigmas, and 3 of those, the 3 bottom ones, will be meta stigma. You can use those stigma without having prerequisite. So you can put, for example, let's say Gladiator Berserking without putting Lockdown first. Or for Chanter, you can put Stamina Restoration without putting Rage Spell, and so on. So that makes the branch now only 5 stigma, because you don't need the 3 base stigma anymore. Those stigma costs, I think, 300k something AP, something like this, and you get one quest that gives you one selectable for free.
Yeah. So the quest is in your city. Well, Gelk and Ingi, you go to your Stigma Master. He will have a dark blue quest. You just speak to him. He's gonna give you a bundle where you can select the Meta Stigma, and you'll have a new window for it, which is where you can look at it, and you can then put the Stigma in without having to put in the prerequisite as you just mentioned.
Yes, I saw a
That will
question
make
regarding the quick
many
glide.
builds more
Yes, you can
playable.
get it more easily now with this one.
What quest are you talking about? Quick glide, because quick glide is actually quite easy.
Yeah, I was mentioning, someone was asking if it was easier in 3.7 to get the quick glide, and yes.
Oh, in general to get it. Oh, okay.
It's a lot easier because Phaistos was nerfed, and on top of that, you have even
Yeah,
a quest line. If you don't want to do it, you can still do with the quest line the glide boost.
yeah. And the second
You
quest to get the quick glide 2 is also really easy. You just go to your city, which is Sanctum or Pandemonium. You need to have quick glide 1 active already. You speak to him, and he will give you quick glide 2, and he will
no,
give you quick glide.
it's not exactly like that. You need to have a quick glide activated on your character, and you need to have another quick glide skill book in your inventory. So you need 2 quick glide skill book to have quick glide 2. But quick glide 2 is just a skin. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have any bonus compared to quick glide 1.
Not even faster.
No, it's not faster.
No, it's not faster. Oh, I just had the one in activated, and I clicked, but I didn't accept the quest, so that's why.
So it changes some for XP, some monster respawn.
Yeah, I don't see any important
We
feature.
mentioned like many things you can do in flight now. You can use the NPC teleport function in flight.
Yeah, so
I don't know why you would
item
wait
section is
until you
where it
fly.
gets
But
serious now.
yeah, sorry, I'm hiding it a bit. No spoiler. Okay, now let's go. So you have items change. So added a function for reassigning equipment skills.
Yeah, so this is basically passive skills that you can roll on the level 60 AP gear, only on the level 60 AP gear. So the new one that will be released in this patch, and also the old one from 3.0. The new one have extra skills that the old one doesn't have. Like you can roll all the skills of the old one on the new one, but the new one has also some exclusive ones. Like all the skills that you can roll on both gear, there are passive stats that are applied all the time, and the exclusive to the new gear, they are procs that are triggered either when you get hit or when you hit the target. It's a percent chance, and that will give you different effect depending on the skills that you have. Those rolls cost 60 kuna each, and you can choose after paying if you want to keep the old one or if you want to get the new one you rolled. You don't have to automatically accept the new one.
So yeah, we show a bit of the UI, how it will look. So you can see the previous one, the new one, and you can choose which one you want.
Yeah, this is an expensive feature because most of the really rare passive, they are 0.8%. So you're looking at, I would say, on average, like 30k kuna for a full set of the rarest passives.
Oh
Damn.
shit! Here we go again, because it reminds too much of
It's
retail.
nice. Then, so we changed also from the pet food is a bit changed. Well, it's a bit more stable now, at least.
Yeah, there is no randomness to the amount of food you need to give to the pet now. I don't really understand why Poppy, the medal muncher, is in that list. That pet only takes 1 food every time.
That I can't say.
Maybe it's 10% more of 1, which is still rounded to 1.
Then
So
so
you
yeah,
have
we have
yeah,
new gear for the
exactly.
Iberian.
Yeah. No,
You
this
have-
is not new gear. Yeah, this is the new PV gear, but below is the AP gear, the
Yeah.
Archon and Guardian Commodore. So you have the new wings, which is not the one that we got in a small patch. I think it was in February. It's not the same one. Those new wings, instead of PvP defense, they have PvP attack. So they have 1% PvP attack all the time and 7% chance to proc every time you hit the target, a buff that will give you 2% PvP and PvE attack. I think it's for 12 seconds, something like this. So they are really good for offensive sets, those wings.
I mean, the destructive for your skill. So you have the stats
And
for
there
all
is
the
no
new
roll.
stuff.
There is no roll on this on the wings. It's always the same passive, and you cannot change it. It's always this passive.
So you have everything. So you have also
Man,
the Admiral Commodore gear.
yeah, but for the Ilios, it's called Admiral. I think the word Commodore sounds way better.
I don't know.
Should have made that for Ilios and given Asmodean something
Commodore
weird.
is a bit too. I don't know. It remembers me of the. Wait,
Commodore
I don't even know
64.
the English name, but for the pirate stuff.
Commodore.
So yeah, two changes for items.
So, Repcheck weapon selection box can now be stored in your account warehouse.
No idea what that is.
A description of the exchange point has been added to the event Khana bundle fragment tooltip.
Yeah. When you go to see the Shugos in the Lafsaran, the Shugo that give you the bundle where you have time limited to trade them to an NPC into a garrison, those bundle will now tell you in which garrison you can trade them.
Oh, that's nice.
Before you had to know.
I'm seeing
Or
a few
look,
questions from YouTube this time. So platinum medals are now tradable. Yes.
They are tradable.
Class
Yes.
change is not possible for now anymore. Maybe it will come back, but nothing special for now.
Well, class change, I mentioned it earlier. I'm trying to push that we have it always active because that should be possible. I don't see why not. But anyways,
But yeah,
because that should
we are
be an
still
event.
talking about this, but for now, at least, there's no plan for that. And someone was asking about AP items, crowns, and relics. Will there be a specific cube, and will they stack better than 5 now?
Point 15. It's on the screen.
Oh yeah, right. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to wait for
So
the item section to ask it, and yeah, it was there.
the ancient crown, which is the one that takes the most space, you can stack it up to 100 now.
That's because I'm too nice.
And
I give too many of them.
also, you need to know that the NPC to trade the relics now are separated. You don't have a single NPC that will take all the relic types. Now you have one NPC for crown, one for chalice, one for seal, one for icon, and they're splitted in Lafsaran. So it's a bit different to trade AP. I would say if you have a lot of relics to trade, do it before the patch, because then you don't have to run across the whole map.
We mentioned earlier the AION coins, bronze coins, and so on. You'll get protectorate coins for them. So you have the whole list here. You can trade the protectorate coins and the platinum medals. You can swap ebony gold medals for platinum medals. So everything, all of these we mentioned earlier, but at least now it's on paper. And yeah.
Yeah, if you have ebony gold medals, you will be able to trade them, but it's not direct trade for platinum medal. It's a RNG bundle that can give you between, I think it's minimum. The most common reward is 1 platinum, but it can go up to 100 platinum medal in one trade. So if you're lucky, maybe you get a lot of platinum.
Process of skills books are changed. The event and Swiss scroll, well, since we changed some dungeons, we removed the one that are not here anymore. We added the new ones. the lock feature. This one, I think, will
get that
save
on
some people.
retail. Get that on retail after a while. I don't think it was really popular. Not many people use this.
I know, I always use it. Well, I mean, you usually don't use it
Yeah,
until
for those
you
who
make a
like, why
mistake
not?
and then you have to use it.
Oh,
Yes?
wait, I think we missed something. Let me
Oh,
just have a look
did
again.
I?
Yeah, you can continue. I will just tell you where it was. Because I've just seen a screenshot.
Okay, so this we mentioned earlier also. If you click on an item with probabilities, you will have a pop-up window with the details, so the chances of every item inside.
Yeah, it's control click to see the probability. If you just click normally, it's just gonna open the bundle.
Oh, okay. We might need to fix that then. Cooldown times are not shared anymore.
Yeah, there is an important thing about that. When they said change the cooldown for crystal, they're talking about recovery crystal on point 29. Recovery crystal is an item that gives you 5k HP and MP, and it now has separate cooldown from Abyss Pot, so you can use Abyss Pot and crystal. The crystal, you can not collect them anymore from the gathering, but you can craft them from alchemy. And yeah, I think that's about it.
And 20 minutes cooldown now.
Yeah, 20 minutes instead of 30.
So here's some names. I did the new, so either holds Ghoststone. Do you know what this one do?
Yeah, it puts you in a hold. Crazy, right?
Easier.
But this
Damn it.
Godstone only drop on the new Diad boss, not the Diad, the Arc Dota boss, like 1 week out of 2. But you have to defeat the boss for that. So I don't know. We will see if we manage to kill it or no.
Oh,
And
I
it's
think
not
you.
guaranteed because the bundle is gonna drop, I think, guaranteed from the boss. But the bundle only has 20% chance to give the Aetherol Godstone.
Also, it's still pretty high chance.
Yeah, it's pretty high chance, but there is only one bundle for like, I don't know, 500, 600 people.
So yeah, changed a few tooltips. Yeah, I think for items, that's everything. Did you find, Fellow, what you think we missed?
Yes, I did find it, but I'm just double checking it in the background so I don't see I don't say something wrong.
Take your time.
Yeah, just want to make sure, and I also need to message to ask them if that's fine too.
Well, you know what? In the meantime, we will make a little break in the patch notes because I want to show more stuff. First of all, I want to remind you that we have a code that you can get right here. So we have the 3.7 is such a hype. It's the first code. I can put it in the chat. So this one is for Jasper Grace and Sprinting Scrolls. But since I'm very nice and you deserve it, we have also a second code that I will show in a few seconds. This second code will get you some candies, so bad transformation candy packets. Just little gifts for you sticking around and be nice. And because we haven't had a stream in a long time, well, I know you missed us. So yeah, Emiya, as we mentioned, the platinum medals are now tradable, and you can get you can trade your ebony gold medals for platinum. Code doesn't work. Where do you put it? So you need to go in the shop in game and you click the redeem code directly, and it should work.
Yeah, it works. I tested it.
I think both work. So, oh yeah, the second one. Sorry, I didn't paste it. So yeah, hey, you have nice people. Thank you, Hima.
Yes, you can exchange ebony to platinum medals one for one. You can already exchange them now, and you will still be able to do it in the future.
I will
So,
write the second code.
I found what I wanted to talk about, and I think
Yes?
it's good if we re-mention it again. If you kindly go to page 19.
Page 19. Oh,
Yes,
it's 4.
because this is actually quite useful information.
I'm there.
Okay,
Which was
perfect. Page 19.
Yeah, but which number?
There you go. Just here. Just stay here. So it says that the Shogu lady Odanek was added, and that person is a quest. You have like 4 to 5, I think 4 quests. I think it is total you can do, and that NPC. So for the first quest, you have to do 1 run of Tempest.
Wait, I
After
think we don't have the
completing,
same pages.
No, you have it. You have it.
no,
It's
no.
below.
Oh,
Below.
stylish
Below.
Shungshu. Okay,
Point
sorry.
-4.
Yeah, sorry. I'm here.
Okay, can I? Okay.
Yeah, you can go. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. So for the first quest, you just need to do 1 Tempest S rank. After you complete 1 Tempest S rank, you will receive a crystal. And with this crystal, you go to the lady, and she will give you a full set of Besh +5. And she will also give you 2 selected weapon from Padma, also +5.
Yeah, so that's pretty nice
And
actually.
she has 2 more quests. One of them will give you, for that you have to do PvP stuff. One of them gives you 1 more Admiral's gear piece, and the second one will give you 2 accessories Admiral. Sorry. So that
I think you get 7 accessories because the accessories one is repeatable 7 times, so you can get
okay, that I hadn't
all
seen.
the new
That I
admiral accessories basically through that. But it's the non-upgraded one, so you still need to pay AP to upgrade them after. But you can save medals. You need
exactly.
basically to report the quest. You need to participate in 5 siege. So since we have 4 siege per week, there's gonna be a little bit over 1 week for each accessory. If you don't want to spend the medals for that.
Yeah, so I thought
And
that's
yes, it
gonna
is
be
split
important.
accessories. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
best
I
one.
thought that's important information, because if you want to go with also whatever, if you need gear, that is the best way to get some PvP PvE gear +5, and all items will also be socketed already. They will only have white stones, but still something.
Also,
Okay,
this Shugo has a hidden quest that appear only when you completed every other campaign quest. So if you complete every other campaign quest in the game, this NPC will offer you a quest that gives you a +5 admiral weapon selectable.
Damn.
So sorry for interrupting, but I thought that's a good, important
But
information. You can
you're
go
right
back.
to do. Yeah, so let's go back. I think we were at 30. Yes. Okay. And now I think it's time for a big change. The enchantment, the new, like the rework enchantment system. Who wants to talk about
This
it?
is not really, yeah, I can go, but this is not really reworks. It's just an additional option where you can use a really, really high level stone to get guaranteed +10 in 10 stones. You can only use that if your equipment is +5 or lower. You cannot use it to go back to 10 if you are at +9, for example. But it's gonna honestly cost you way more than it's worth. Like to put an admiral set,
Well,
so level 60 Eternal to +10, you need 10 L110. I think it's a bit overpriced.
yeah, so I have different opinion. I agree with you with what Khana is saying. Definitely, he's not wrong, but in my opinion, because I like to get just stuff done, so I would rather pay the 10 stones and be at +10 than trying to get to 10. So I think it's a good change. So if your gear is +0 or +5, you can if you can scroll up a little bit more, you can have the items, put them in your cube. Then at the top it says guaranteed enchantment, and it tells you how many stones are missing. As you can see on the screen, 5 stones are missing, and it guarantees with 1 enchant, it gives you +10 weapon or gear piece or whatever.
But yeah, what I was saying about that is that even if you pay 10 stone and get the +10, if you try higher, you can still go back to 9, 8, or anything, and you cannot use that option again until you are done to +5 minimum.
Then you can go straight to 50.
I mean, hint, hint. 10 plus 10 safe spot. That would be really, really helpful.
That's not up to me. Okay, so you can see number. So you have everything. So you can see how many pieces of enchantments you need. Yeah, so Stigma pages.
Oh, that's really cool. The
This
Stigma
one,
stuff. Yes.
so this one I know many will like it.
This is really cool. Okay. So the Stigma now is you can basically use it as a profile. And Khana, I will need your assistance in here because if I say too much, then maybe I'm referring it to Korea. Okay, so the way it works is you have, if you go to your Stigma tab, you will have now 2 pages. At the top, you can select page 1, page 2. And in each page, you can put all your stigmas in. You do not need to put them into your inventory anymore. And the stigma stays on the page. Now, you can click on activate on each of the pages which stigma build you want to use. So you can, for example, as a chanter, go with damage build and support build. That would be an option. But for here, I need to clarify if you, for example, use rage spell in both of them, you would need 2 times rage spell to put them into both of them. So the only thing is to activate each of the pages, what you need is you need stigma shards in your inventory, so it calculates the amount you have and it decreases them obviously, and then you switch around. The switching takes few seconds of casting. If you are interrupted during that time, only the ones that were switched will be switched and the rest will obviously not be activated. And yeah, there you go. And also what is important is if you can also allocate it to your skill bar. So if you say page 1 is skill bar 1, page 2 is skill bar 3, your skill bar is also going to change. And now I need your help. Later on, or maybe already, your gear is also going to be related to the bar. So if your gear 1 is skill bar 1, is switch page 1, then everything
Honestly, I
will
have
be
no
switched.
idea. I
So
have no
that
idea.
is going to come later on.
I did
But
not
for
check.
now,
I did not check about that.
okay, then for now, definitely it's 100% the skill bar and the stigma bar. But later on, obviously, you know, the skill, the gear part would also switch with it.
Apparently,
Okay,
you might
so
saying that it is changing, like everything changes.
now
Okay.
I will say my part is that this is extremely expensive in Stigma shards, and even if you have big stacks of it, if you switch Stigma often, you will run out of Stigma shard very, very fast. And on top of that, all the expensive Stigma that you have, so the Tiamat Stigma or some Telos Stigma like Storm Strike for Sorcerer, as he said, you need them 2 times if you have them in both builds. So yeah, I think for a lot of people it will not be possible to reasonably use that option, let's say. And
I mean,
also
I
this
have
is limited in some
shards.
cases, like in Arena you cannot use that option. You cannot
Yes,
switch the Stigma page in Arena.
yes. But overall, it's a good solution. Sure, the technicalities are a little bit, you know, if you're switching and if you get interrupted, and you know that there's some things. But overall, it makes things easier. Let's say that.
It's nice quality of life, but yeah, many people are
Yeah.
talking about expensive. So we'll see how it goes. Again, don't hesitate. Send us any feedback you have. It's always nice
I
to
mean,
have, and we can improve the game
I
this
have
way.
so many bags of Sigma shards. I don't even know what to do with it. I started throwing them away, so I don't know.
Templar
I can't
life.
follow this step. I mean, now Chanta life.
Yeah. Don't
But
throw
back
them
in the
away.
days,
They will melt really fast. Don't worry.
I'll see. I'll see.
So yeah, oh yeah, and everything is mentioned afterwards. So yes, if you are hit or transported or anything, the cast will be cancelled. You can change the stigma page together with your equipment.
Oh yeah, so that's what Fellow was saying. You can change the equipment at the same time. Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you don't
Oh,
have
the
enough
equipment is
stigma
also there.
shards, you
Okay,
will only
nice.
change your gear.
Yeah.
You can also
Okay,
assign
thank
the
you.
quick bar to it. So yeah, everything. And the meta stigma, as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Skills, we won't go over all of these.
Yeah, but you
if you want
can
some
see really
details.
quick. This is the X forms. You can see that they are heavily nerfed. They barely give any stats now.
Yeah. So the 5-star, just can you say? Yeah. The 5-star gives 7,800. That is literally nothing.
So you can use it,
HP.
but
Very low.
it's less
Yeah, and
But
the
it's
not as
way
deal
governor,
faster
breaker.
to cast. Way faster to cast than before.
yeah, and the governor gives 15,600. So even if there are, that's like you just need to kill another 15k HP, which is way less than 300k.
And also on top of that, all the X form skills were nerfed, like all the damaging one, so they don't do that much damage anymore, like barely any damage. As you can see, Abyssal Fury 1 is 850 magic damage, not even influenced by magic boost, so that's not that much. And the X form don't give that much PvP attack anymore. If I'm not wrong, the Governor X form give maybe 10%, and it's 1 less percent for each rank below.
Yeah,
Wait, it's not
I think it was
mentioned.
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
It used to be 50%. Now it's 10% maximum.
And the cooldown is 1 hour now, not 2 hours anymore.
Where is it? There.
Yeah, so the skill if art changes are in the bottom, so that's later, not right now. But we can go further down.
So the stigma still effects.
Yeah. So here we have more changes.
Yeah, all the skills, it said here that all the skills that you could not be used while flying, you can now use them. Point number 8.
Now you get those skills when you create certain classes, as you can see at the top.
Are there any like big ones?
No, it's
Oh,
just that you get them earlier at level 1.
Okay.
So you level up a little bit faster at the beginning.
Yeah, maybe more easier then, which is already really easy leveling. You can go further down.
Still in the skills, or we switch?
No, we can go further down. Book of Legend. We can go to the Book of Legend. Added the
So we have the new painting for the new dungeon.
For the collectors.
If I'm not wrong, this one gives the same stats as the Brome painting.
I don't know if we mentioned. Yeah, we don't.
But you can have both, so you can have double the stats.
So you get Lumial paintings easier now. Do you know if it's a lot easier? Oh, okay, there are many.
I don't know. It was already super easy to do Lumial painting.
And now we make the easier.
Lumial painting chest.
Deva Pass. So we now have.
This one, everyone will love it. When you buy the Deva Pass now, you have a premium cube, so that's like, I don't know, maybe 24 slots extra of inventory that you can do whatever you want with it, and it's available as long as you have the Deva Pass active. If you don't pay the Deva Pass the month after, you can still take out the items, but you cannot put new one in.
Yeah, you don't lose anything.
Yeah.
That would be a bit.
It's 24 additional slots, and it's actually, I think it's actually really good solved as well, putting it into the Deva Pass. That was a good solution.
So yes, Revenge, the AP items now are 100 per stack. So yeah, much better.
And I really hope that they add more items to the Deva Pass. For example, the coins we mentioned earlier. And I would also like to see other items that make sense. For example, different type of fragments would help.
I will forward all of these. As I say again and again, we read every feedback you have, so don't hesitate to send them. Or like Ima mentioned it earlier also, don't hesitate to send your feedback to content creators directly. They are also like, we talk a lot usually, so don't hesitate if you're shy or don't want to share it on your own. You can give it to one of your CCs and they will be very glad to forward it. The UI now. So yeah, we changed a bit of the UIs.
Nick has a good question. Do you know the answer for that one?
Which one is it?
Khana?
Oh, sorry.
What question?
Nick's question. He's asking about the Masaria's weapons.
The Master's Weapon, you can get them in the Subterra raid, the snake, and you can get on the Arcdiad and Arcaidota on Friday as well.
Yeah.
So the UI, so we mentioned the control clicking to see various stuff. So you have the crafting materials to see the results. You see the chances of opening different items or products.
Yeah, this is really, really good.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
even see, like, for the paintings, for example, you can use that option on the painting, an unidentified one, and see what's the rate for each piece, for example. So it works on everything, not only bundles.
Yeah, it works on literally everything. You can always see what's inside and then go deeper in. If there are more boxes, you can click on the boxes. I, for example, use that option on the Tower of Eternity. There's this box when you do each stage, and then you can literally go through the last item and check the drop rate and everything. Really good.
Yeah, that's really nice. And this one, so when crafting an item, you can view how successful it is likely to be.
Yeah.
This one is nice. Now you know how likely you are to success or not.
Yeah.
True. Okay, let's go further down.
Yeah. So these
The
ones.
exclusive animation system, for those who wonder, a bit above point number 2. It's a system that is tied to specific skin. There is specific skin basically that give you special motion, like running, jumping, and everything. And you can only use those motion when you have the skin equipped.
Okay, I think the rest is just a few UI tweaks, but nothing.
Trying to check.
Added new female character presets.
What was it?
Just skin stuff.
Oh yeah. Who cares about skins? No, I'm joking. Of course, skins are more important.
Go maybe a little bit above. There was an interesting point in UI tab.
Which one was it?
Point number 11 of UI.
The buffs, yeah.
Yeah, you can now view up to 30 buff on the target, and you can also apply more debuff on the target. I think you can apply up to 32 debuff now, and have up to 30 buff. So yeah, it's way easier now to not overbuff. Let's say. For many classes, it was a problem when you use elemental scroll, for example. You tend to overbuff and lose your first buff that you used. Now it's not going to happen anymore.
Oh yeah, now you can view up to 30, yeah.
And the 17, the fog has been removed from all the old maps, so you don't need to open them anymore. They're going to be open.
Okay. Then we have the other. Is there anything big? So yeah, change the obelisk registration costs, I think.
Yeah, it's
I was,
changes.
but something else.
The Tempest entrance was replaced to a different location.
Change names also. I don't know how big this one is. The chat that now doesn't get removed when you switch between main server and Battlefield server. Is it?
That is actually quite cool, yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of time people are buying items or selling items. And when you switch to the server, you might not know who you were talking to earlier. So when the chat stays, then, makes communication easier. So that's definitely not a bad
Now you won't have an excuse when you miss some DM. Like, oh, I switched server, I didn't see.
Yeah, true. Key settings.
So yeah, settings. So yeah, nothing big. This specifics. So and we're already at the specifics. That means we're close to the end. So yeah, as usual, we always try to keep some special stuff for Europe and So yeah, we got a few. We spoiled a bit earlier, but yeah, here we have everything.
Yeah, Tower of Illusion that stays here.
So yeah, we keep this one.
Yeah.
You will
For
keep
Arena,
getting AP.
yeah, for Arena they say you will receive AP, but that's relics. That's not direct AP. Basically, the Arena, when you win or you lose, you don't receive any relic or any AP. I mean, any insignia or AP or anything. All the previous rewards are scrapped. You just imagine it as a training arena that gives you relic. That's all, because it doesn't give anything else. For now, at least.
That's
I said it gives something.
that's the new dungeon.
Yeah.
That's the new dungeon, Arcelon. And by the way, hi.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah, so
yeah, I'm again not happy with the amount. That is not enough, but again, that is something that I've been saying for a long time. And
for the AP,
wanna
you mean, or
keep
for
the
the dungeon?
No, for the amount
No.
of mana stones, one bag is definitely not enough. We need way more than that. The enchantment stones, where it says enchantment stone chest 91, 95, and 105, can be obtained from Indokawi realm with a certain chance. I'm gonna repeat myself. That should not be a certain chance. That should be by we are way past from the point of certain chance. It should be 100%.
Yeah, I agree on that.
And added 2 event rare mana stone bags level 60 are rewarded for the following quest in Lapsuran. Again, that's nice, but 2 is too little.
Yeah, I think this
maybe
one
not.
is the continuation of what we had for 3.2.
Yeah, I understand
exactly.
that.
Since they are new quests,
And I
we
think
just
it's a good
added them
thing,
to these new quests.
but it should be like I would be happy with 20, but I would settle for 10.
I will forward these numbers.
Please,
Maybe if I'm not
do,
alive, you
Five
know
in
who
each
killed me.
quest. 5 in each quest. It's not that much. 10 per week, honestly. It's okay.
So I reduce the HP of certain monsters. New Novice Pass
new
season, new Progression Pass
Novice
season.
Pass and Progression Pass. That's kind of cool, but I hope that the items also get a little bit updated. I don't remember having checked the new one.
Not sure actually. We have many news, so I didn't read all of them yet. I don't think I read
If I'm
these
not
ones.
wrong, they didn't change that much. They mostly changed the medals, the discontinued medals with protectorate coins and some small change, but most of the rewards like the mana stone and everything is the same from what I remember.
And yeah, that's it for the Europe specifics. So yeah, always little bonus we try to add. And yeah, after that we have the ballast change. These ones we won't go over them one by one. Like if you are interested in your class, you will be able to check it when we give you the patch notes.
You could go down to page 52.
Yep. Oh yeah, the metastigmas. Okay.
Yeah, you have the
So
list.
here you have
the
a list of metasigmas for your class if you want to check it before.
So just to remind people, metastigmas are stigmas that you can use without prerequisite
yeah.
stigmas.
Exactly.
So,
but they're more expensive to buy.
Yeah, well, they had to have some counterparts.
Yeah.
Oop. Won't go further. And so yeah, I think that's pretty much
Should we
it.
move on to the few questions that I collected that were not answered yet?
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. I will try to answer as I can, but
yeah, most of these questions were already answered, so I will just repeat it really quick for those who didn't follow everything. The NPC, the Shugo that give the progression quest, Steve in NA, we will have it. He will give 2 Fleet Admiral armor parts, 1 weapon, 7 accessories, and 1 full Stormwing set with 2 Padmarashka weapons. All of those are enchanted already +5 and socketed with white mana stones that you can replace, of course.
Yeah.
Will the agent fight remain? No, there won't be any agent fight anymore. Do we get the same amount of AP from the current AP instances? Yes, they were not changed, so you still get the same amount of AP. Nothing moved.
we just removed from monsters, I think, in upper world.
Yeah, some
some of
monsters
them, at
that
least.
give maybe very low amounts, so I don't think it matters honestly. And then there is the enchantment and mana stones. We didn't talk about that. Now, every time you put an enchantment stone or a mana stone on a tradable item, it instantly becomes untradeable. But the previously enchanted items, like the one that you enchanted in this current patch, if you don't touch them, they will still be tradable in the next patch, as long as you don't add any enchant or mana stone to it. The Godstone doesn't affect that. You can still put Godstone on tradable item and it's still gonna be tradable. But the Mana Stone and Enchant is gonna apply that lock to the character. Can we still buy those motion books with insignias from Arena? Yes, you can, but there will be a new one, new motion, new mana treatment and herb treatment. But yeah, for now it won't be possible to get the insignias anymore. So yeah, if you want to get those, then you should already have the insignias. Otherwise, I think it's already too late. It's quite expensive to get one. So yeah, there is that. But maybe in the future they might do something to make them available again. Who knows?
Someone is asking, will we get Stormring +5 and Palmarashka in new patch? So I guess yes, it was the Odonerk NPC, right? We mentioned earlier.
Yes.
So yes, you will have that.
Isn't it Boostinerk? I think Odanerk is the NPC that give the Sunstorm Dragon.
Yeah, I think the name is Boborinek or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
Boostinerk,
okay,
something like this.
Boostinerk.
But in the patch note, it was written Odanerk. I don't know why.
Ah, okay. So that's why I thought.
Yeah, I didn't mention it. I thought maybe it's the Asmo NPC name or something, but it is definitely Boostinerk.
Okay. Well, we give
Maybe
them fun names.
it's wrong in the patch notes. We fix it.
Do you have any more questions, Khana?
Let me check. No, there was one more question. Will we still have arenas in 3.7? But yes, we already answered
we
that.
remove Arena of
We
Glory,
will have,
but we add back Arena of Chaos.
Yes, exactly.
Ah, I remember. And so yeah, so if that's all, I will quickly talk. So yeah, I want to mention stuff from content creators because I mentioned them earlier. We have them on stream. It's always nice to have content creators. I say it many times, but they know the game better than me. So yeah, it's always nice to have people who know the game to talk about it. Always more interesting. And you can find all content creators that are affiliated to us. You can find them on the AION Twitch community, for streamers at least. So yeah, you have Victoria Salon, Felo, Kegi, and so on. I think you know most of them already. Then you have some people who are more on YouTube. So I have, for example, Inoki. So she sent me her video for the patch notes, so that will comment the actual patch note. It will be live, I think, right after the stream. I'm not sure what time exactly, but okay, here it is. So you can see every different part, like it's all chaptered and everything. I love when people do that, but it must take so much time. I also want to thank Trashkai. Okay, I'm hiding the name. How can I? Okay, there. Rêve éphémère. So yeah, I always thank Trashkai because he's the one who gives us musics. Like in the rating screen, it's his music usually. So thank you. If you want to check this one, I didn't put this one because it's French. Like it's French. It's a song in French. So yeah, I thought it wouldn't make much more sense. And then we have stuff like this. So from Inoki again. So yeah, that's all I have right now for the patch for the 3.7 update. And yeah, I know I will have some questions of my own because I like to play some games. I'm trying always to have some interactions with you.
Yes? Last time I saw just one interesting question.
Yeah.
Someone was asking if most of the bugs in Tower of Illusion were fixed, and yes, they are fixed. You will see now the pattern of the attacks in the instance. You will see the puddle on the ground. You will see the telegraph of the attacks. So yeah, it should be easier for most people to complete it.
I saw a question. So, any news regarding Eternal Gear appearance extraction restrictions? I saw something in the patch notes, but I don't remember the details. I think we'll be able to see it in the patch notes. Okay, and so I wanted to have a mini game with you. So I have, well, with you, with the chat, mostly.
Well, do you have more codes?
Yes, I have more codes, but these ones
Yes,
will
before
be...
you forget that, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I was about to introduce them now. So I have more codes, but these ones will be unique. So you will have to earn them. For that, I will ask 3 questions, and there will be 4 codes in total, but we'll get to it. And it's easy. For each question, you get one code for the fastest. So you will need to answer fast. I will not read them at first. I will only show them on screen, just to make sure there is no... there's not too much difference with the latency and everything. So it's very easy, but I think at least one of them you will only be able to answer if you were attentive. So let's go with the first one. The first one is, what is the time limit to get B rank rewards in the Burning Blood Fortress? It was in the very beginning. 12 minutes, 10.
Oh, I saw the first good answer.
I think I remember, but I just want to make sure I don't make a mistake. Yeah, okay. So what do we have? Let's see, 12, 12, 10, 12, 12, 2. 15. We have one.
Yep.
Craig XDD. Indeed, it was 15 minutes. You need to complete the dungeon.
12 is
15
A rank.
minutes to get the rank. I cannot send private message from here directly. Okay, I will need to send back to you. Just a second. Damn, never works as I want. So congratulations,
Yes.
Cray XDD.
It's too late. You don't need to type the answer anymore.
Yeah, no, it's...
We already have a winner.
It was only for the first one. You had to be faster.
Had to.
All right, that's okay. I will write my name and I will send you the code right after the stream. Cray XDD. Okay, so now you get the point. We'll get on to the second question. Go, Ima. I'm sure you can have the second one. The second question. What is the maximum group size to enter Chuck Testing Lab and Dranium Battlefield? Damn, I didn't have time to read it.
Yeah, that one was fast.
Yeah, this one was easy. So this one was 3. Natural already taken. I will write your name down. I see you on YouTube also, but Twitch was faster. And last question. So this one will have 2 answers. So there is 1 code per answer, so any one of them is good. Again, I just want to make sure I don't miss it. There. Okay, let's go for the third question. Name one of the rewards we added for defeating Gunshell hard. Is it how you say it? Is it Gunshell?
No idea. I don't talk Korean.
And I want the exact name. I don't want just Mana Stone or Stigma. I want the item name. Damn. I think it would be... Like, since it was near the end, it wasn't of the Europe specific. Excellent Mana Stone bundle. We are close, but it's not this one. Monumental Mana Stone bundle. Congratulations.
Both of them are correct, Rustam. You didn't say if you want. For
Yes, I
Gangster.
said the hard.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I know.
My bad. I was not reading the. I was reading the chat only.
So we have the first one, but there is another reward we added. And we don't have it. Should I say what? The name includes Fluxex inside.
I think
Special greater fluxes. Yeah, that's right. Congratulations, Normie. I'm sure you watched the recording. But hey, that's allowed. And yeah, well, congratulations to all 4 winners. So I'm writing your names down, and I will contact you right after the stream. So you have Normie, who is now used to our streams. He wins every time. Oh, I forgot to write one name. Namia. I think it was. Excellent monumental. Yeah, Namia. Okay. Well, I saw you not faster, Vasilios. Not that I hate you or anything. I'm just having both streams. Well, both chats.
It just doesn't want to say it.
I mean, I don't hate people on YouTube. It's not my fault. Okay. Well, that's all I had. Some mini game I wanted to do for the first time, actually. Yeah, don't forget, we have these codes. This one you can enter. So all of these codes, you can enter them until the day of the update, until 23rd. So make sure you use them. Make sure you share them if you want to. Well, please share them. More people, more gifts. And yeah, I think that's all I had about the update. Do you want to add anything, Felo or Khana?
Yeah, where is the code to get free 120 stone?
I really like the question there right now.
Do you have like 5 million euros?
I think we should do that more often, but maybe rather than having people play against each other, have the community play for the community. So if you rather giving the code to one person, you give the code, like, people answer question and then you give a code for everybody.
I can, but then I would need to come up with much harder questions. But yeah, we can
That's
totally
fine.
think about stuff
That's
like
fine.
that.
With
Maybe have
better
these codes,
rewards,
but
I don't mind harder
only
questions
their
because
rewards. Yeah,
we
yeah.
have brain community power right now in the chat.
Or maybe like we count one emote through the stream and you have to use it as much as possible without getting timed out.
Yeah. So yeah,
we can do some stuff.
No, my last words are just basically that 3.7 is wrapping up most of the classic stuff. Yeah, some of you may not like the Lapsaran map, but with the next patch, a new map is gonna be introduced anyways, and that map is really good. I know you have seen that a lot of changes towards flight is coming. That's because also a new flight map is gonna be coming soon as well. So I think a lot of quality of life changes with 3.7. Overall, I think the patch is quite nice with a lot of content, a lot of different stuff. So it's refreshing. It's refreshing. So I think it's good.
There you go.
There you go for the
I give you the links to the patch notes.
Thank you.
On YouTube, it broke everything. Oh, okay. You need to get the right language on YouTube. I'm gonna give them separately. Yeah, you have the link. I will add it to the forums. I will add it to Discord. Don't worry, you will be able to reach it from anywhere. And yeah, when AION Classic, let's already finish this one first. We have so much to discover yet.
We also have so much to discuss how we can improve.
Yeah, always.
More rewards.
Okay. Well, that's all I had. I gave you the patch notes. We give you the video and everything. So thank you again, Felo and Khana. Thank you all for following the stream. And,
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah. See you in game, I guess.
See ya. And
Have a
don't
nice
forget,
weekend.
guys, to get this NPC that everyone's talking about, stop asking the question. I see you in the chat.
You will get the NPC and he will give you good stuff. Yeah.
Bye bye. See you.
See ya.